Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to the vlog. Today is Thursday, and I want this to just be a very productive day. There's been a few things that I want to get done throughout the rest of the week and the weekend, and so I'm going to bring you guys along for all of those things. Some of them are house projects, some of them are just cleaning and organizing. I want to go through my closet and get rid of things. So I have a few just like homekeeping things that I want to do that I decided I might as well turn on the camera and bring you guys along with. It is almost 10:30 and I have not made myself a coffee this morning, so I'm gonna make myself a latte and then kind of catch up with you guys. Dakota! I swear, having a puppy is a full-time job. Come here! You wanna say hi? Hi, beautiful girl. Oh, she's getting so big, I almost can't pick her up by myself. I think she always thinks she's in trouble when I pick her up. What? You're not in trouble. She honestly does not get in trouble as much as she probably should. We've had a rough few days, which I'll get into in a little bit. But first, let's make a coffee. One of the things on my list today is I want to make a couple of coffee syrups. I've been making an iced mocha really for the last few days. It just has been hitting. Every time I make it, I literally just bring out my cocoa powder and sugar. And so I think if I make some kind of like chocolate syrup to go in my coffee, then it would be just an easier, more streamlined process. And then on top of that, I really want to make a citrus, like an orange and vanilla simple syrup. I love that flavor in coffee, and lately that just sounds so good, and I have oranges in my fridge, so I think that's something that I'm gonna attempt later on today as well. But for this morning and my latte right now, I'm just going to use cocoa powder, sugar, and then coarse sea salt. I have my ice, and I just have been using whole milk. This is not A2. I really like to buy A2, but a lot of the stores that I've been shopping at lately don't carry it. I've been going into like Walmart and Meijer, and I feel like they don't carry it there, so I just go with whole milk. And then with my espresso, I just froth everything together to make sure all the sugar's dissolved, and then there's no clumps in it either. And then I just pour it right over the top. That is what I've been making pretty much every day. It just has been sounding so good. I actually got dressed today. That was a goal of mine, to actually put on jeans and a sweater, at least just feel somewhat put together. Obviously these are my go-to jeans because they just fit right now, but I really like them. They give me still like a very comfy vibe, but I feel put together, so I love that. Yeah, that was such a good girl. Sitting on the ground so that my puppy doesn't leave the room and I don't have to worry about her tearing something up in another room. But I wanted to sit down and just chat with you guys. I feel like there's been so much going on and nothing has been going on at the same time, and I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way about the season of life that I'm in right now, or if it's the weather and that it's still winter and gross out, but I just have not been thriving, to say the least. And it has really just taken a toll on me because I don't really feel like I experience that very often. So I just want to say that if you are also going through a season where you don't really feel as much like yourself, or things are just slower and I don't know, I just have felt off, and if you're feeling that way, you are not alone. I am right there with you. I could kind of give you guys a whole backstory as to why it's taken me like 3 weeks to kind of come around and find some normalcy in my life. I'll save you guys from hearing all those details because they're really just boring. Hey, don't chew on the table. Ever since we got Dakota, our puppy, I've just really kind of had to learn how to function again, which sounds so silly, and she's really been an easy puppy. She hasn't been super hard, but there's been some kind of mental block for me that I almost can't do my normal routines and be productive as in the same way that I used to. And I think it's kind of like a duh, obviously moment, because you're taking care of a whole another animal, and on top of that, she's just a little baby, so she just doesn't know, and everything she's learning comes from me. So it really does take a lot of time and energy. But if I'm gonna be very honest and transparent, it has been very overwhelming at times, and it almost makes me nervous and question myself for motherhood. I'm so excited to be a mom, but something about just having another thing, much less a person to take care of, has just been hard and like mentally draining for me. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, if a puppy has been this hard for me, what's it gonna be like when I have a human child? This is a very personal conversation, I guess, but I've just been thinking about it a lot, and I definitely know I'm not fully ready for motherhood, and I don't know what it's gonna throw at me, but I know that the Lord gives grace and that He will give me everything I need for every season that I'm in, and that brings me a lot of peace and comfort. And so in saying all of that, I just want to be better about just doing things, getting up and doing them, and being a productive person, even if it doesn't look exactly like it used to. I just want to do everything to the best of my ability, and sometimes that means harder and not easier, but I also am kind of getting around to the point where I'm like, I can still do things, they just look different, and that's not an excuse to not do them. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but what I'm trying to say is that I've had a really hard time being like, oh my gosh, I need to clean the bathroom, but I can't right now because I have this puppy. But it's like, no, you can still do it. It just might take twice as long because I'm going and getting toys out of the other room and bringing them in to distract her so that she is not chewing on stuff that she shouldn't be, and just things like that, if that makes sense at all. And so that's kind of the premise of why I said what I said at the opening, at the start of this vlog, of I want to get a lot of things done. I want to be very intentional with my time the remainder of the week, and I have just some painting projects that I need to finish upstairs, and I want to clean and organize a few things, just things like that. Like I can't just like put them all off and put my life on hold just because things look a little bit different. And so I'm gonna bring you guys along just to kind of keep me accountable. We'll just see what we get done this week. Okay, this is a very bland meal, but my favorite thing really ever, it always sounds good to me, is like little chicken nuggets with roasted potatoes. And then I always eat it with a Chick-fil-A sauce. It's kind of like Chick-fil-A at home. For my drink, I'm going to be drinking this Zevia. This is their peaches and cream flavor. I really like the flavor. I think they're coming out with new flavors and maybe being a little bit more creative. I feel like Zevia does a lot of healthier sodas that are already made. Like they do a Coke and cola and a root beer and a cherry Coke and things like that. But this is one that I've never seen before, and I feel like the packaging is a little bit different. So I got a case of these, and I've just been drinking like one a day, and it is so good. So this is what I'm having for lunch. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. I feel like I either have this for lunch or dinner almost every single day. I've been painting all afternoon. I took Dakota outside for a little bit of a walk / training session, and it is so cold. I seriously totally underestimated how cold it was. It is snowing heavily out. I feel like we've already gotten maybe an inch or something, and it's not supposed to stop for a few more hours. So I thought that this would be a good time, kind of while we're in the midst of the afternoon, to make this syrup. So I'm gonna make an orange syrup first, and then we'll see if I make the chocolate syrup today. But I'm gonna be using this vanilla bean. It's like a vanilla bourbon syrup from Trader Joe's. And then of course I'm just gonna use 2 oranges. These are just little cuties, but I really need the peel and a little bit of juice. So I'm gonna juice these, and then I'm gonna peel them, use the peel, and then everything else seems to be just exactly like a simple syrup, equal parts sugar and water. So I'm gonna do a cup of each, and then as much juice as I can get from these 2 oranges. syrup is made. I'm so excited to try this. I mean, I've already tried it like as I was mixing it and made sure it tasted good and didn't need anything else while I was on the stovetop. But I'm gonna make a latte with it. This whole pregnancy, I've only had 1 coffee a day, but last night, Dakota woke up like, I kid you not, maybe 4 or 5 times. Throughout the night, I took her out a few times, which is very unusual for her, so I was a little confused as to what happened. And yesterday, she had a really huge, gross accident in her crate, which is also unusual for her, so I was just like really alert, being like, well, what if she just really needs to go out and is like having tummy issues? I just didn't know, so I took her out, and then I realized I took off her crate cover yesterday because I cleaned out the whole crate, so I think she just was like thrown off and couldn't settle. So regardless of all my dog talk, sorry, I just am very tired. We're hitting the midday crash. It's like 3:15 right now, so let's make an iced latte using my orange vanilla bourbon syrup. I'm gonna be completely honest, I can't taste the orange at all. Like, I can taste that my latte is a little bit sweet, but I can't even tell that there's like any flavoring in here, which is not what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more syrup. With more syrup, I can definitely taste it. It's not overpowering, but I can get a little bit of orange, mostly vanilla. It's like lighter, more floral than the mochas that I have, obviously. So I'm really happy with it. You guys, I'm so excited. I just did a grocery pickup and I'm going through the line at Starbucks. Their new Valentine's Day menu items came out and I've been seeing them all over my For You page on TikTok. So we're gonna try one of the drinks today. I really wish I could try like 5 of them, but I'm gonna get a coffee. I haven't had a coffee today, and we'll try it together because I'm really, really excited about it. Yeah, can I get your Valentine's Day cold brew?
55. Great.
Doing well, how are you? Yeah. Happy Friday, you guys. I just parked. I'm gonna go into Goodwill real quick while I'm here. But what I got was the, oh, they didn't give me a tag. This is the cold brew with, I think they're white chocolate strawberry cold foam. I added a splash of whole milk, and then it comes with like chocolate toppings on the top, but I did not get that. And then I got a large ice water and some egg bites. This just sounded so good to me. I don't know why. That is so good. You get a lot more of the white chocolate strawberry flavor if you drink it through the cold foam than with a straw, but I'm honestly very happy with this. I feel like Starbucks is always a hit or miss, and I really, really like it. I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch today. We don't really have any groceries, hence why I did grocery pickup. And right before the guy came out to load up all my groceries, I just looked at my front-facing camera. And I'm so glad that I did, because I literally saved myself from embarrassment. I look in the camera and I literally had like peanut butter all around the edges of my mouth. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I looked at my camera, because I would have been mortified if I later looked in the mirror and just saw that I was like covered in what I last ate. I literally looked like a toddler, but it was like such a messy peanut butter sandwich. Anyways, all of that's done. I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna go into Goodwill, see if there's anything that I can grab. Hi guys, happy Monday. I just got back home and I realized I really haven't picked up the camera since I talked to you last time I was in the car. Sorry if you hear Dakota in the background. I was gone all morning because I had an OB appointment and then I had to run to Target, and so she's just decompressing from being in the crate. We're still working on crate training. I wanted to do a little bit of a Target haul, and then I also wanted to show you guys what I got at Goodwill whenever I went on Friday. So I'll start with what I got at the thrift store because I have them right here, but I found these 2 really beautiful wooden bowls. This one is a little bit more of like a decorative bowl, but I just thought the shape was so fun. Like, I could put fruit in this and put this on the counter. I would not use this as a serving bowl unless I put like bread in it and put like a tea towel inside, because it does have a minor crack here, but I just think that especially this tone of wood is just really beautiful, and it's hard to come by these types of bowls thrifting, or at least I found, but whenever I do find them, I pick them up because even if I had an enormous amount of these, if they're real wood, they're good quality, then I can almost always give them as gifts too. A really good thing to just have on hand. So I also picked up this one. I would serve like maybe a little salad in this one because this one seems to be also really great quality and it is not cracked or anything. So I'm very thankful for that. And now I'm gonna show you what I got at Target this morning. So I went for a couple of reasons. I'm leaving town starting Thursday, so in the next vlog, it'll be a vlog for my baby shower. I'm going home to Maryland, and so I have a few things to prep for that. So I went to grab a few things for the baby shower, but then another reason why I wanted to go is because on my way out to my baby shower, one of my very close friends had her first baby, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and so her house is right on the way. It's the halfway mark where we went to college. She still lives in that college town. So I'm gonna stop and visit her and her baby girl, get to meet her, and I'm just so excited. So I wanted to get kind of like a care package basket situation for Cynthia. So Cynthia, if you're watching this video, you have to turn it off here because I'm gonna show everything that I'm putting in this basket. My friend Cynthia and her husband did Team Green for their whole pregnancy, which is where you don't find out the gender until birth. And honestly, I think she was convinced, I was convinced they were having a boy. And whenever her little girl was born, we both were like, oh my gosh, there's no way. So she has the most beautiful, precious baby girl ever. And I wanted to play into, now that she's a girl mom officially, I wanted to get her some girlier things. So I got this basket. It kind of has like a pink hue. It's not like white, but it was in like their Valentine's Day section. And so I just thought it was cute. She could put it in the nursery. The first things that I got for her are clothing items. I'm not postpartum, but I have been in the house quite a bit lately, and I just know that when you're lounging around in the house and not feeling quite yourself, your body is changing. It's just nice to feel a little bit more put together and have really cute, comfy clothes that just you can kind of switch out. So I wanted to get her some comfy clothing options, and Target had some really cute things. They had these really cute printed sweatpants. They didn't have a matching sweatshirt, so it was just a bunch of different really cute sweatpants that came in all kinds of different prints, but I really loved the brown and white stripe. I just thought it was versatile. I feel like it's very Cynthia to me, so I got her just some big baggy sweats for her to lounge around in, so I'm gonna put that in her basket. And then the other lounge item I got her this pink really soft t-shirt. It's the Auden brand, and I think that their stuff is so cute and so comfy. And then of course I had to get her the matching pants to go with it. So more of a pajama item and then a lounge item. And then I also wanted to get her just some like self-care items. I got her some cozy, comfy socks. I got her some eye patches, some liquid IV. She's breastfeeding, so I just want her to be super hydrated. I feel like I drink water so much faster and more readily if I have something in my water. So I'm also gonna throw in some Element sticks. I have a ton of the raspberry flavor, so I'm just gonna put those in the basket too. But this one sounded really good. It's the Orange Vanilla Dream, and I've never had that flavor, but I really, really like Liquid IV's flavors a lot. And then I got this little mini Hemp's hand cream. I really like this stuff. I really, really like the way it smells. And then I'm also throwing in this Peaches and Cream lip balm from Trader Joe's. I have a multi-pack that I keep in my gift drawer. I just like to have things collected for times like this where I'm putting something together and it's just nice to throw a few more things in. I don't know if I've showed these on the vlog, but I thrifted a pair of these mugs. I just thought they were so cute. It's like a little green handmade mug, and I thrifted these knowing that I didn't need any more mugs, but I thought that they would just be cute to have in my gift cupboard as well to give away. This is what it looks like just with the items I just showed you, but this is everything. I'll add some stuff into this mug. Okay, the last thing I got from Target was cold brew and the new Chobani creamer. I seriously, ever since I got that cold brew at Starbucks on Friday, have been thinking about it. After Church Killed, when I stopped at Starbucks, I got it again. I was like just craving it. It just sounds so good to me all the time. So I'm gonna try to recreate it using this raspberry rose flavored Chobani creamer. This is their new Valentine's Day creamer. And then I just picked up stock cold brew. So I'm gonna make myself a coffee real quick before I finish out this vlog and start my next vlog, because there's lots to do for my shower. My sister-in-law's coming in tomorrow. We're gonna go get our nails done. So I'll show all of that in the next vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have the best week, and I'll see you in my next vlog.